Hello there again. I appreciate y'all joining me this day. And I have a really good verse that we picked up down at the Y. We went walking, and you know what? James and I both woke up at 4 o'clock. So we just got up and I made me a cup of coffee. He made him a cup of tea. So at 5 o'clock, we went back to bed. He said, I believe I'll take another little nap. We didn't wake up till 7 o'clock. We are supposed to be walking. We have a schedule, people. We walk at the Y at 7 o'clock, and usually we are never later than 5 minutes after 7. This morning we was 15 minutes after because we woke up at about 20 till 7, really. Well, it was close to 7. So talk about rushing around. We rushed around, and so we made it, and we did our walking. And today, I got to take him to the eye doctor. He's getting these shots in his eyes like once a month, and for macular degeneration, whatever that is. And so I studied up on it. I've been researching it, and I am beginning to think it's a ripoff because it says this is supposed to help your sight. Well, he can see fine. His sight is not going bad. I don't know about that. He says he's going to change doctors. But we're going to go one more time today. And they always put those drops in his eyes. And he can't see to drive. So it's good I'm here to take him. But this verse, I have looked at it more than once. And there's Bella this morning. See my sweet Bella. Isn't she a doll? This is Isaiah 40:31. It says, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isn't that wonderful? Here I am 90 years old and I have rose up on wings of eagles. I ate my chicken livers 2 days in a row, and I am strong. I thank the good Lord for it. I did a lot of work yesterday. He fixed up this one big room out here for me at my place, and he had a table in it that I hated, and he had some chairs in it, which he brought me, which he had in his storage shed that he bought me. I never complained for a long time, but I decided, you know how women are. We change our mind. I said they were okay, and that's all they were, okay. He don't watch my videos anymore. That's not nice. So he won't know I'm telling on him. But he is good to me. So I told him nicely and sweetly, honey, you know this table is so heavy I can't move it around. He said, well, you know, I have another one. So I'm going to tell you the story of the other one. He says, it's slimmer and it's a nice table. It's sturdy. So he bought it. One leg had to be reinforced. So he put glue on it and everything. And I said, James, it was like a workbench. No way, Jose. So I said, sweetly, us wives have to use a little sugar. I said, honey, you know, that one is just a little too long. I need one. He says, oh, I remember. I got a square one just like that. He has stuff stored everywhere, different places. He said, remember, it's vintage, and I had it down on 16th Street many years ago. I said, you know, I vaguely remember that. So it's here now, and it's lovely. I got it right here. Can you see it? I was going to show it to you. It's square. And I put a bouquet in the middle. Maybe that'll show. Let me see. Not too good. But anyway, it's a lot better. And he says he's going to get me some chairs. Folding chairs. See, out here when we have company come in, he had these big old heavy wooden chairs. I couldn't hardly lift them. Now with my chicken livers and I'm getting stronger, I could have. but I was tripping over one of them. Its leg stuck out. So I'm going to get me some folding chairs, and that's about the size of a big card table, and it's nice and tall. And if I want to serve somebody some food, maybe like Megan and Tammy, his nieces, we got room to sit together there, away from my kitchen table, which is covered up with stuff. Oh, well, you just don't have much room here. Be best if I take them over to Slate Run, James's house. We have more room over there. But sometimes I get company here. Anyway, I'm going to look at Amazon and see if I can find me 4 folding chairs that are nice. He says, I've got folding chairs you can have. He said, I can't say that they're the best. Well, I bet they're not that expensive on Amazon, so I'm going to look and see. Now, here I go. I called my brother Denny, and I said, Vince, I have to take him up to the doctor, which is over about 10 or 15 minutes from here, that I probably won't get to talk to you kiddos today, but it's working out. There's something else I do every day. I have neuropathy in my feet, and I have been controlling it. I don't have diabetes or anything. It's in the family. Some of the family has neuropathy, and I don't. It just gets numb. Used to, it was so bad, I wanted to cut my feet off because I couldn't hardly sleep. It would burn so bad, and you couldn't feel them. But see this right here? This is called the Rebuilder, and I have been using this. It's like a TENS machine, but it's better than it's the Rebuilder Medical Ink. Now, back when I started 14 years ago, these only run $500, and I think they run $1,000 now. I have 3 of them. I got one at his house, one at my house, and one spare. But I got them cheap long ago. And you know what? They work. I put it on my feet. It's got little tabs on it, just like one of those TENS machines. And vibrates for 30 minutes. And I can sit and talk to y'all while my feet is vibrating. I just got it on right now as I talk. And I don't have any trouble walking. And I sleep well. And those Rebuilders are a miracle. And they do help diabetic people too. And I have called them and told them what a blessing they are. More than once. Fact is, I got to be friends with some of them down there a few years ago. I've been doing this since, well, a long time. Probably since, well, for 14 years. Before my sister, or maybe 15. And they work. It works. So anyway, I'm thankful for the Rebuilder. And I've got it on right now. Well, anyway, I have to take him to get that shot in his eye, and he don't know if he's going to get it done today or not because he was in pain for about 2 days after they take a needle and put it right in your eyeball, and it's called Aaliyah that he gets. And we found out that his insurance pays the biggest part. He don't have to pay hardly anything, but those doctors are making a fortune on that. And I don't believe James has macular degeneration. He can see fine. He's got good vision. He's 82. He sees as good as I see. And I see good. My eyes have not changed for the last 6 or 8 years. I can wear the same glasses I had. Fact is, I just saved them. And if I have a problem, I just pull a pair out and wear them. I was at the Dollar Tree the other day, and I got some cute things. I want to show you. Let me take this off. I get carried away with things. Now, is that cute? See that? I might wear that to Walmart sometime. With a red scarf, a blue scarf, or a yellow scarf. We coordinate. That's what Grandma does as she gets older. I just enjoy life. I went to the Goodwill this morning and looked around, and I found this new bouquet in back, and it's real pretty. It's got yellow in it, and that's so cheerful. And then I put this other one over here, and then I put one in the middle of I like artificial flowers. You don't have to water them. And my tomato plants are looking really good. I'm really pleased with that. Did you all know? I did not know, and I've been around the block a time or two, that you can freeze ripe tomatoes. You know, if you get too many, you don't have to can them. If you've got room in your freezer, you can freeze them. So my brother's dentist had a whole bunch of tomatoes last year, and I couldn't use them all, and I'm not about to start canning again. I hate canning. So I researched, and on Google it says you can freeze them. So I just froze me a bunch of them, and they are so good in chili and spaghetti. It's just like fresh tomatoes when you do that. You take the skin off, but that's no problem. So I learned a new thing. I'm learning new things all morning. This morning I buy stuff at the Goodwill once in a while, and I bought some stuff this morning. I found a good pot lid I've been looking for to go on my big skillet, my big orange skillet, the one that is lightweight, and had a glass one on it, and it exploded. I never saw a glass lid explode before, but it made quite a racket, I tell you what. And it just went to pieces, and it didn't explode everywhere. It just cracked, and James went to lift the lid off, and the handle lift off and left all the glass. So I don't want any more glass ones. So I got a metal one, and it's nice. $1.99. So I thrift shopped, and I did good. Now I'm going to look and I got to fix lunch. We got to leave at 12:30, and it's already almost 12. Well, I was going to make bean soup today. Plans change. I'm going to open a can of beans and make my own bean soup like I can make in 10 minutes flat or less. No problem. So, good talking to you. I am a fast cooker, and I like this. And I found another thing that I like to wear, too. Where did it go? Oh, right here. Look at this one. This was at the Dollar Tree. And now this one is all colors. And you know what? I'm not bashful. I wear all kinds of stuff. This morning I had on a hat when I was at the Goodwill, and he said, "We just love your hat," the man. He says, "That is so nice. That is such a pretty hat." And it was one of my pretty hats. And I said, "Well, you know I'm famous." He said, "You are?" I said, "Yes, and I can prove it." So I pulled my phone out, and I went, Google. And I said, all you do is put in Grandma Lois. And guess what happens? And I showed him. There was Grandma Lois. He said, "I've seen you before. I've watched your videos." And then he told me his history of how his family has been in New Albany, and that his mother was also famous, that her son was in business some kind or other with the bus line in Louisville, and they wanted a senior citizen to put on the bus. They used the bus line, and her picture was on the side of those Louisville buses for several years because they wanted an older citizen that rode the bus. She fit the bill. Well, I fit the bill for Grandma, and I'm happy being a grandmother to my own grandchildren as well as my adopted grandchildren, which we just adopt anybody and love them just like I did my son, my red-headed son that turned gray on me. He's a wonderful young man. He's only 64 years old. Well, I love y'all. You have a blessed day, and don't forget to walk that path where Jesus would be pleased with you. And we can raise up like wings of eagles and eat your liver. Take your vitamins. I take my vitamins. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.